Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com. And today I'm going to be sharing a little bit of I'm going to be sharing a project that it's going to go for the Multiculturalism Day. And I got invited by Stephanie, and I got super excited because I think like this is a great opportunity to just talk about more the different cultures. And so I'm not really sure that you know, probably you do, because I do share that a lot. But I'm actually from Mexico City, and I moved to the Dallas area in the United States about 15 years ago. Now, of course, my mother tongue is Spanish, so I speak 100% Spanish at my house, and then at work I just talk in English. So that's where my accent comes from. But I want to talk to you a little bit of cards that you can be making for Spanish-speaking people or for Latin people. And please know that even though Latin America, a lot of countries in Latin America speak Spanish, we don't have the same um, sentiments, the same wordings. And so I'm just talking for the Mexican side because I know some others might be from other countries and you might not be in the same boat as in Mexico. So a few things for Mexico is that we're not really so much into sending cards just because. That's just what it is. We are a very friendly country. We prefer just to go out together, have parties, get together, and but we don't really send cards. Also, thank you cards is not a big deal in Mexico. So that was something I learned here in the United States. In Mexico, we don't really send thank you cards. I know, shocking. But what we are really big into is birthdays and Christmas and even sympathy cards. Those are, I think, that some of the ones that we tend to send the most when we send cards. Because again, we're not so much into sending cards on a regular basis. I think that that's really great here, but just the regular just because or thinking of you are not such a big deal in Mexico. I've noticed here in the United States, those are things that we tend to send more a lot, not just for the birthdays, but in Mexico it's not. So I thought I would give you a few things there. So the card that I'm going to be presenting today could go really well for either a birthday or what I always said, a birthday or a sympathy card or get well. Because yeah, those we do tend to, like if we go to a hospital to see someone, we do tend to send either flowers or go with flowers or a little teddy bear or something like that, and then have a little card with it. And so definitely those will be a big thing. And then Christmas, of course, is not going to work for that. But that's another one where we definitely do exchange cards a lot. And the other thing I was gonna say is, for Mother's Day, we do tend to send cards for our mother if we don't see them. Like if we're not close to them, we do tend to do that. However, it's not as popular either because we prefer to go out with our mother. So, but that's another one. Father's Day, the same thing. We do try to see or go out with our father, have meal with them, but we're not also sending like Father's Days. I think that if it is a card, I think Mother's Day has more of a chance for you to send a card than a Father's Day. And I don't know what it is, but it's just the way it is. Um, but so I'll be giving a few phrases to Stephanie so that you can use those, and I'll put their sympathy. You can use two or three different sentiments. Get well, I think that that's another one that we could use as well. And then of course the birthday ones, right? Because I think that most of us, like I said, those would be a big ones, and of course you're gonna have Christmas. But anyway, so I'll send those words to Jennifer, not Jennifer, to Stephanie, so that she can incorporate them to her file, because I know she's going to be provided a file that you can use, and I'll let you know exactly how those words go into the category, like if it's a sympathy, if it is a birthday, so at least you get an idea. So anyway, so let's get started. Now for my card, I'll be honest, I'm kind of running late and I don't want to disappoint Stephanie, so I decided to use a stamp set that we used to have back in the day. A few years ago, Stampin' Up used to have a stamp line that was all about Spanish, which was great. Though I think that a lot of the sentiments were not really good for me, or at least for Mexico Spanish in my head. Like there were things that, like I said, we don't send that many cards, so I tend not to use them so much. But I thought that for today, just to make sure I present in this event, I'm gonna be using that one. However, for you, because that stamp set is not sold anymore, so you cannot get it anymore. But you can use any of the sentiments that I'm gonna be providing to Stephanie, so that you can print it out in your cardstock and then put it there. The big thing here is that just use one of the sentiments, put it in your card, and you're done. Okay. But for my specific card, I'm gonna be using an old stamp set that we used to have back in the day. So anyway, so that being said, let me change the camera right now. So hold on, don't get too dizzy. Give me 1 second here. All right. And I'm gonna turn on the lighting here. Here we go, much better. And so I'm gonna be using the all symmetry for my car, mainly because I feel like flowers could go really well with either a get well or a congratulations, if you will, for like a birthday or like a happy birthday thing. And so I thought that this will be really great. You could also send something for get well. So definitely I think that having flowers is one of the things that will go well with those occasions. If it were Christmas, of course, you might want to have like a Santa or a Santa Claus or a pine tree or something like that, right? But I think that flowers usually helps me do cards for a lot of the other ones. And the one that I was going to tell you, the sentiments that I was going to show you here is this one. Again, don't get too frustrated. This is not available anymore, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of the words. So I'm going to be using felicitaciones, which is about congratulations. So you can use this one for like either a birthday, a graduation, or something you are congratulating someone, right? Again, for us, I think it's mainly birthdays because we don't really do cards. Even for graduations, we don't send cards for that. I don't know. We're kind of weird. We do like to party. Let's just put it that way. We like to party, and because we're partying together, we're not giving cards. I think that's what they do. Another one that we don't send those too much, but I did like a lot that we have muchísimas gracias, because we do say that a lot, which is like thank you so very much. Okay. And I'm just saying the words so that you know how to say them. The next one, of course, is going to be feliz cumpleaños, which that one is a birthday one. And then there's another one that I have here again from back in the day, which has this one was called Cuatro Fabulosos. And this one, I love that one because lo siento mucho. So this one goes really well for like sympathy. We also say something about like giving you our condolences. We can also do something like that, but typically for a card or something like that, when we're sending a sympathy card, usually we say we're sorry, pretty much. Lo siento mucho. Okay. Now the next thing says here, recupérate pronto, and recupérate pronto means get well soon. So that's another one that we would typically use for when we're visiting someone to a hospital. We don't really send this one if you're just sick. We don't really do that. But if you are in a hospital, we definitely send flowers or a teddy bear, like I said, and then a card with it. And so for that reason, you would use them like that. But on a regular thing, on a regular getting sick or something, like you've been at home sick or something, we don't really send a get well card. I know. Like I said, cards in Mexico is not something that we do a lot, or at least the time I was there. Maybe things have changed now. It's been 15 years, but at least when I was living there, it was not such a popular thing to do. This one calls Este es tu día, and I did like that one a lot because that could be also for your birthday. Same thing with celebra. Celebra, it's also like celebrate, and that was also goes really well for birthday. And again, you have another thank you, which says muchas gracias. And this one is just a thank you. But again, we don't really use thank you cards in Mexico. Now, if your friend is mainly a U.S. person, like a U.S. She's been living all her life here, and maybe she's used to the thank you cards, then you can use the thank you card. But again, if you are talking to someone that is from Mexico, again, I'm just talking for Mexico because I don't know all the traditions from all other countries. We're not really into the thank you cards. I know it's kind of weird. And I did like that here in the States, to be honest. I did like getting thank you cards and seeing those. All right, so here's my card. So my card base is the thick whisper white, no, whisper white, basic white. And this one is 8.5 by 5.5. And as you saw me, I just folded in half. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of designer series paper. And this one comes from the, what is the name of this one? Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper, which is the one that has all these beautiful patterns that, of course, coordinates beautifully with the old symmetry, no, in symmetry bundle or stamp set, I should say. Now, for this one, like I said, I'm going to be using the symmetry. Now, the dimensions for this, it's 4 by 5.25. And let me bring here my ruler because for the next, I'm sure I will be needing, here it is, like I'm going to be needing my ruler. So for the next pieces, I have Flirty Flamingo, and this one is 2 5/8 by 3 1/4. This one, the basic white, is 2 3/8 by 3. Just goes right there. And then I have another piece of designer series paper that is 3 by 2 what is this? 2 3/8. Okay, so this one is going to go somewhere like so. Now, for this card, I also have 2 little pieces. One is in Bumblebee, and this one is on Just Jade. They both are 1/2 inch. The length doesn't matter. And mainly I have this because I'm not sure yet which one I'll use for my sentiment. And again, you can see here, I'm going to be using the one that says Felicitaciones, because like I said, I think that this could go really well for like a birthday card. You could also use something that says Lo siento mucho, if this were like a sympathy card. Or you can also put something like Recupérate pronto. I like that one a lot for like get well soon. So anyway, so let's just go from there. Let's just go and stamp. Let's just stamp first. I do like to visualize everything first, so that's always something I do, mainly because I think it's just easier for me. And then as far as those ink pads, I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo and Just Jade, because those are the colors that comes on the designer series paper. And if you're ever wondering that part, just flip at the paper, right? And here you have Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo, Night of Navy, Just Jade, and Whisper White. So you have all the colors right there. It's always good if you're looking for color combinations. Just look at the designer series paper, pick the colors you like, and then you're golden. All right, so now for this one, I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo for the largest flower. And we're just going to be putting it like somewhere here. Ooh, and it's kind of tight. I probably should have given a little more space. That's fine. It will be okay. You know, it will be okay. Sometimes I get to hang out with things like that, but it will be fine. You'll see everything will work out really well. And then I'm going to be using Just Jade. We're going to be adding this section. Oh no, and I need this one for the lips. So now we have also lips. Now, because this is for the polymer, I didn't say this, but I am also using my Pierce mat, and that helps me get a better transfer of the images as I am stamping, especially for bold images like this one, you know, that always helps a lot. There we go. And see how beautiful this looks. Okay, we're going to put this ones here aside. And then for the sentiment, like I said, I didn't know. Let's just put this together for a second and see what we want. So now that we have these, we want to have that one right there. I want to be adding like this one right here. Then I'm going to be adding this one. I probably need to put this one more towards this side. See that? Beautiful. And then I want to put here. Oh, I like that one. See, I like this one. I feel like that one looks good. See, I think maybe it will be, oh, maybe I use two, you know? Like maybe I just put it like so. Yes, definitely like the green. So I'm going to go with the Just Jade. See, I like to have a visual, right? Just so that I know how it looks. But you don't know that until it's time. So let's just put this together. And let's just stamp, like we said, on this, on the Just Jade. And I'm going to be using for this Early Espresso. Early Espresso is like my go-to when it comes to sentiments. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that's always the case for me. All right, we're going to go ahead and there we go. See how beautiful this looks. And we're going to start. And like I said, that one says felicitaciones. Felicitaciones. And like I said, that one goes for anything, right? Now, here in the US, I've noticed that for the graduation, you do send gift cards and cards and whatnot. And so I think felicitaciones would go really well for that. Again, it all depends. If the person is here in the US, speaks Spanish, I think that will go well because their traditions would be the ones with the US. But if you're talking with someone, oh my gosh. Oh, hold on for a second. I'm having issues with my glue, so let's just change for a second to this one. Oh, too much. I almost never use this one, as you can see. But I was having some issues with that one. I think that I might have I have to undo everything, and I don't want to be taking your time right now, so let's just use this one. It will be fine. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh no, we need to put more here. So let's just add this one right here. I'm gonna be adding this one like somewhere here. It's all good, you know? And then we're gonna be adding this one like right here. So let's just go ahead and add this one. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm gonna be adding the sentiment with dimensionals. There we go. Alrighty. Once I have that, now for this one, I'm going to be cutting it in an angle. More and more I'm doing that, and I'm just enjoying it. I feel like that's kind of trendy as well, you know? So we're going to be adding this one like so. And then have a little bit of this, right? And then for this one, just to don't... I would have used my seal with these, but for right now, since... Oh no. Oh no, it was this way. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm like, oh my gosh, there you go. See how beautiful this looks? And it's gonna go like right here. It got that little hint. I might need to cut a little bit more. I don't want it to see him. Yes. Okay, and then for this one, I'll add some dimensionals. Let me just bring, well, oh, here we go. We have some borders here. And again, I'll be reaching out to Stephanie so that you get a few more words in Spanish. Because again, I apologize. I've used a stamp that is not longer available, but you can print the sentiments like we talk, right? And use them for your cards. And I know I'm using like way too many. It's just that I like to have them balanced. So, all right. There we go. And so, like I said, I really have enjoyed talking with you a little bit about my traditions. I guess not tradition, but like my culture a little bit. And then I think it would be nice to add a bow with the what is this called? The metallic ribbon. And this one is in the Flitter Flamingo. So let's just go ahead and do a little bow. Okay. Let me bring my scissors. And we're going to be adding this one here. There we go. It looks really nice. And then we can add a few of these gems. I do like to use gems. See, like, I think maybe here will be nice. This little one would be nice there. All right. I feel like this gives a little bit of balance. So what do you think? Hopefully you have liked it. And like I said, you can print your sentiments. I'll give some sentiments to Stephanie. One thing that you can do if you have like a Word document or something, you can make them larger or smaller just to fit your sentiments. And the other thing is you can change the sentiment, right? You can use this card for like a get well, congratulations, happy birthday, even for sympathy. I think it will be really nice to send something like this to someone. So anyway, so thank you so much. I really appreciate being with you. If you have any questions, by all means, please leave it on the comments. I'll go back and reply to every one of you. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.